Black. That's Like the Rain. It's Shaggy, and it is that time if you are watching your television screens live at number 55. You can also join us if you want to, ever so lightly. You can join us at 877-6363. In just a second, we're going to start the show with a fun game here with a couple of people from Akaku. As we always start the show, roll intro.
Live from beautiful down Newlywed on the #1 island.
So your intro's exactly 20 seconds out. Okay. Yeah, thank you. That, of course, is our very own Chris Dack, who kind of does like little volunteer-y stuff around here. And joining me in the studio today, if you will direct your attentions to camera number 2, it is Dana and Peter.
Hello.
Yeah. Of course, when I introduce like Dana and Peter, I like how I said Dana and Peter leans in and goes hello.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be here. Oh, okay. Well, today I thought it would be really, really kind of a fun idea if we would play a little game with you guys. And that game is going to be, of course, the fun game of the Newlywed game for Akaku employees. Yay.
Well, only we qualify for this.
Yeah, well, you know,
That's
it's...
not fair.
No, it is fair, Dana. This is the only show where I can actively make fun of employees from Akaku, and I am going to abuse my power. Perfect. Okay. So first off, let's get started with just some background stuff. Peter, besides being the primary problem causer for Dana when she is in master control, what is it that you actually do around here?
I attempt to run the front desk at Akaku. So if you come in the front door, I'm the first person you're probably going to deal with.
Really?
Yep.
So this is an appropriate. Oops. Well, I don't even have it working today. I thought I had the keys working, but apparently Shaggy does not know how to work the equipment today. Oh, great. All right. Well, besides running front desk, what would you say is some of the big things that people would know you for? Like as far as, because I know all of us have shows here on Akaku. So what is the Peter show?
I don't really have one. I just work on a lot of little things. I do the mayor's. I like to work with the mayor a lot. We do the county in a corner with him a lot. So
nice. So you're the mayor's guy here.
I tried. I'm like his little personal paparazzi. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay. Wow. I did not know this. The mayor needed paparazzi. Okay.
That's fun.
Well, Dana, besides being like one of the primary developers of most of the live content, and especially this show here, yay. What is it that you do around Akaku?
I don't know.
We just had a board meeting about this today, and you don't know?
No, I sat in the corner and stayed out of it. No, actually, I just do a lot of production work.
And what's the latest production that you're working on?
I'm fixing stuff for Jay.
Jay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like how Peter just scoops in there and is like, honey, put it right in front of your face.
Oh, yeah, because that sounds so great in front of me.
Yeah. I mean, is this kind of like your marriage, him always shoving things in your face? Hoping for some sort of reaction?
Definitely not.
Oh, there's almost always a reaction.
Honey.
Hey.
Either a scream or a hit or a curse word. Or
Not true.
Is it true?
It gets bad.
Okay. Well, okay. Now, today I thought let's just do something a little unconventional because, it's Monday. We didn't have time to really plan for a guest. Yeah, that was my fault. So I thought it would be fun if we take a married couple, not me and my wife, because we saw what a disaster that show was.
That was fun.
That was a good show.
That was pretty interesting.
I liked your wife.
Well, we had a lot of people call in and it's like, could we just give the wife the show at this point?
She was on it.
Yeah. Oh. Dana was actually one of the ones that went back to the meeting and goes, I think I found our next show host, and it's not Shaggy.
Hey.
But I thought it would be fun to get another married couple on here and kind of pick fun because, when you're getting married and you're doing things for the first time with each other, there's a learning curve.
Oh, yeah.
What would you say would be the biggest learning curve that you guys have had to go through?
Oh, man, there's been a lot. Time management,
Budgeting.
Vehicle issues, just a lot of little things. Things you never think about. You realize how bad of a sharer you are once you get married.
He's an only child.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's point that out.
Well, close enough, but yeah.
Okay. And what's one of the hardest things that you've had to share so far?
Oh, man, everything. I mean, everything from the refrigerator to the remote to the computer.
The remote is mine.
I mean,
Wow,
Do
she
not.
just laid
It's
claim to
difficult.
that.
Touch the remote control.
yeah.
So, like, looking for the remote is like Game of Thrones in your living room.
Well,
Yes.
It's early bird gets the worm unless the bigger bird comes and takes the worm from the first bird.
Okay, we'll start off simple. Which one is the biggest bird? Wow.
Not me.
Just throw her under the bus. Yikes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's how the game is going to work. I have questions. Specifically for the couples, I have questions for just the husband and just for the wife. Now, you have in front of you, if you'll notice, two stacks of red paper and 2 Sharpies. When I ask you the question, without cheating and looking at your spouse,
No, we need something between us.
you need something between you.
'Cause
Can we have Sean, if Sean is like
no,
standing
it's
around, to
listening.
come in
Okay.
and be like, yeah,
Nobody knows.
either him or Tree.
That's
Tree
okay.
could
We're
make
good.
a
Trees
good.
work with Jay.
Oh,
I was thinking just like a binder or something. Just
a
We'll,
bind.
we'll be fine.
whoa.
Yes,
Easy.
Tree has invaded the show, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now can we
Perfect.
get Tree to stand in between? Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm okay.
Steve looks like he's
He's a good
the,
referee.
yeah, he is, and he is like you
Yeah,
need the
seriously.
whistles, yes. But he is also the technical engineer of this show, and a lot of
All
the
of this.
tech that you've seen on this show, we had to run through our very own Tree to get it. So. All right, now here's how the game is going to work. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, in 88.5 FM, where you're listening to us live, or Akaku Channel 55, we're playing the Akaku Newlywed Game. Yay! Hang on, you know what the funny thing is well, okay, it's not that funny. I was like, I actually had sound effects for this, but I ejected the hard drive.
Oh, no.
That's what you get.
Yeah. A little bit of an idiot today, and I apologize for
Yeah,
that.
drum roll.
Drum
You're lucky
roll.
It's Monday.
Okay. All right, so here's how we go. Tree, you make sure that these two are separated by a discernible distance.
Thank you.
Okay? All right. So no peeking past the tree. All right. Here's how it goes. I'm going to ask each one of you a question, and you get to fill out your answers. Now, when you answer, we'll give you a point for each answer that you get right, okay? How to get an answer right is your answers must match up with your spouse's answers.
Yikes.
So for once, you both have to be on the same page to win this game. And the prize for today's game is never having to do this show again.
Yes. That would be perfect. Okay, perfect.
This game's going to be like
This
a
is good.
hockey game. It's going to be
Yeah.
like 1-2, 2-1.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I like this because now all of a sudden Peter is the star of the show because, wow,
Yes.
did you just whack him with the board? Okay. All right, so this is how it will go. I'll ask the question, you fill out the answers, and then as soon as we're ready to answer, we'll have Tree remove the border. Is it all set? Dana, you're
Okay.
Dana behind the wall. Okay. And Peter, you're ready. All right. Question number 1 for our first ever edition of the Akaku Wedding Game is, guys, in your marriage, who would you say has the worst morning breath?
So we just write a name?
Yeah, you just write a name.
Okay.
You just
The spouse, not
Yeah.
your mistress.
Yes.
Okay?
okay, yeah. Remember, this is a game about your wife, Peter. I don't know. Is Peter Mormon? Is there something I should know?
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. So, ready, ladies and gentlemen? Tree, remove the border. Here we go.
Yes.
In the first question of
Wow.
who has the worst breath. Dana, go ahead and hold it up for the camera there. You see the camera? Dana says it's me, and Peter says it's him. Now, this is very interesting. How do you gauge who has the worst breath?
I don't know. He doesn't ever smell. Like,
Yeah,
even,
right.
even when he farts, he doesn't smell that.
Oh my god.
It's
What?
weird.
Well, yeah.
It's
Why are
weird.
you married her?
Yeah.
No.
It's bizarre.
Everything's coming
Oh
up
my God.
rose. Wow.
Okay.
It's weird.
Painful.
It used to freak me out.
Yeah, right. Let's see.
I'm kind of just thrown by this nose smell fart thing that you have
It's
going,
weird.
Peter.
Yeah. I deal with the opposite end of that spectrum.
I'm just going to let that one linger in the air there, okay?
That's a good one.
All right, so Tree with the border, please. Here we go with question number 2. If your spouse was a cartoon character,
Oh, God.
which cartoon character would your spouse be?
Oh, no.
Now think
How
about
did
it.
you get the right answer on this stuff?
Good question.
I know. See, this show, when you come on this show, we ask and answer the hardest hitting questions in today's society. All right, Peter, think about it. If you had to compare your wife to a cartoon character,
This might
You
This
might
is
get
a really
killed for this.
obscure reference. What
We
was
say
the name
Peppy
of the
Love
show?
you, I will murder you.
No,
Wow.
it was
Wow. it was the Muppet Babies. That was the show. Okay. Wow. Wait,
Toon-
he's like writing out his own cartoon over there. Peter,
Toon-
you don't have to animate it.
Okay, I remember.
Okay. All right. Let's Tree pull the divider away. Now, in the question of who does your spouse remind you of as far as cartoon characters, let's go to Dana first. Dana, you said your husband reminds you of
God.
Beavis.
He
Super.
reminds everybody of Beavis.
That doesn't count.
That's an easy one for her.
That's a too easy one.
Really?
That was just.
Why Beavis?
Have you heard him laugh?
Oh my God.
Hey, Peter, give us one of these. Fire! Fire!
Fire.
It is kind of the hair, too, isn't it?
And the chin and the nose.
All right. So, Peter, your answer was...
So it's an old cartoon called Animaniacs. I watched it when I was a kid, and it was Babs was
that was Tiny Toon Adventures.
Tiny Toons. That's what it was.
Yes, Steven Spielberg. For Christ's sake,
Toons.
Steven Spielberg's
Tiny
Tiny Toon Adventures.
That's right.
Why does that sound familiar? Wasn't she like a space cadet?
Yeah, wow.
She was,
Is he really a space
Bugs
cadet?
Bunny's girlfriend, right? Remember? She
Yeah,
was all
well,
young
well,
and
no.
cute. And,
No, Buster Bunny.
oh, is that who it was? That's right.
So,
'Cause
Dana,
it
do
was
you
Bugs
have a
Bunny's
hard
son.
time dealing with Peter's Alzheimer's?
She actually does. Yeah.
Oh, God. All right, guys. Now, this question, put up the divider wall, please, because this
God.
question is just for Peter. Okay? So, Peter has to answer this question all on his own. Peter, the question is, fill in the blank with these 2 words. My wife is amazing at blank, but horrible at blank.
Everything else.
Okay? My wife is amazing at blank, but horrible at blank. Okay, now to win this, Dana, before we drop the border, we're going to ask you the question and see if your answers line up with his, okay?
For myself?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. And I'm going to ask you
a
you
good
the
one.
questions. Okay, ready? All right, here we go. Now go ahead and turn that over because I want to get you guys both on camera here. All right. So, Tree, remove the border, please. Okay.
I
Now,
won't.
all right. Now, when it came to your husband's answer here, my wife is amazing at blank, but horrible at blank. What would you say that you're amazing at?
Me?
Yeah, I get you're the only wife he's got unless he really is a Mormon.
Think of in general terms.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I can kind of see his answer, but through the paper. But I know
Well, he writes like a caveman.
he actually writes like my brother.
Is that what attracted you to him?
Probably.
What kind of show is this?
Yeah, we were a family-friendly show before you guys came
That's
on
out
here.
the window.
Okay. So what would you say that Peter thinks that you're amazing at?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at being organized.
Being organized. Okay, and what thing do you say that he thinks that you're horrible at?
Cooking.
Cooking. Okay. So she's amazing at blank.
Oh.
What is it, Peter? No, hold it up for the camera. You act like this is some sort of SAT and I'm going to grade the paper.
Okay, so what is it?
Okay, my wife is amazing at blank.
Getting angry.
Getting angry. That is some sort of skill now?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I was not aware that
Nope.
that was a skill. Okay, but horrible. Horrible at?
Staying calm.
Is there any truth to this, Dana?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I like how she doesn't even deny it. She's like, I'm sure I'm horrible at that.
It's good.
It's genetic.
She has actual anger rage where she blacks out.
Anger
And
rage?
loses long periods of time and then wakes up and was like, what happened? You broke a bunch of stuff, honey.
So you know that when it comes
It's
time
awesome.
for us to like investigate the missing Peter case,
Oh, yeah.
first suspect number 1 is going to be Dana.
Follow the trail of destruction. Yeah, it'll be good.
Oh my God.
I've never even crashed my car.
No, thank God.
Thank God. Yes, but obviously
Keyword
Peter's-
rage.
Yeah. Peter is thinking that you're gonna, rage kill him or something in his sleep. Is it true?
It's good.
Okay. Well, let's go on to this is a question exclusively for Dana. Dana, and if we could, Tree, let's get the divider wall back up. The divider wall is going back on. Dana, you have to fill in the following blank. Are you ready?
All right.
Although I love my husband.
Oh, no.
I like how Tree is like just right now attacking Peter with the board here. All right. Although I love my husband, I really could live without his blank.
Oh, my God.
Although I love my
How big is
husband.
this blank?
Yeah, serious.
How big do you want it? I mean, yeah, more than 2 inches. Okay, let's just say that. All right. Although I love my husband, I really could live without his blank. Go ahead and write that down on a piece of
Is this
paper.
a noun?
Yes, exactly.
It could be a noun. It could be a sentence. It's wow. How horrible of a person
Seriously.
is Peter that we have to have this discussion for the question?
Apparently enough to send me into blackout rages.
You know,
As
if
the
she
blackout
does
rage
trigger,
begins.
yeah, if she triggers a blackout rage during the show, Peter, I'm going to go back to this clip.
Well, I'm going to step away.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Tree, you might want to hold that board for protective purposes at this point. All right, so
Right
Dana,
here.
fill in the blank. Although I love my husband, I really could live without his blank. You know, I feel like it should have Jeopardy music here. Do 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 do. What is it bad that Peter does?
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
She's just trying to
We
prioritize
all
it.
know it's not his breath. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. His farts don't even smell. Do 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 do
Okay, I
do
got it.
do. Bump, bum, bum,
got
bum,
it.
bum. Okay, Tree, flip your card over, Dana. Let's go ahead and pull away the divider wall.
Do I have to hide it?
Okay, here we go. Although I love my husband, and I'm going to let Peter guess here first. Although I love my husband, Peter, what do you think she could live without?
My laziness.
Your laziness. Okay, Dana, when it's time to fill in the blank. Although I love my husband, I really could live without his...
Quickness to make excuses.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Wow. Does Peter make a lot of excuses?
Probably.
Are you making excuses now? Is
I'm just so busy, Shaggy. I'm sorry.
is that what it's like at home? Does he ever do anything or just...
I have stuff to do.
Wow, what kind of stuff is it that you're doing that you should be devoting to your marriage, you know? Oh. Wow. Should we play the Jeopardy music
Yeah.
again while you backpedal your way out of this situation?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, guys.
It's going to be a long drive home, I'll tell you what.
Are you kidding me? It's going to be a long walk home for you, buddy. Jeez. All right, this question goes to both of you. So, Tree, if we could have the magic divider and wall back up. Here we go. The next question is, in bed.
Oh no.
Don't oh no yet. In bed, who takes up the most space at night? All right. In bed, who takes up the most space at night? That's all you got to do. Fill out the answer real quick, and then flip your cards over. Okay. We got Peter is ready with his answer, and don't show it to the camera yet, Peter. Peter is ready with his answer. Dana, are you ready with your answer?
I'm trying.
Okay. Ready, and let's take down. Okay, now Dana, finish out. She is drawing a diagram.
I bet, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, Dana, take down the wall. All right, here's where we go, ladies and gentlemen. when it comes to bed, to who takes up the most space. Ding, 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 ding.
That's actually how it looks, too. It's like she is twice the size of her normal body when she lays in a bed. It's interesting.
I don't get this. You weigh like 50 pounds soaking
Bizarre
wet.
phenomenon.
How do you take up that much space in bed?
go
And she gets in
diagonal.
bed, and then it's just like, she's like one of those shrinkables where you put it in water, and then like a couple days later, it's like twice the size.
Really? Is
She's
that...
like that instantly when she gets in a bed.
Now, was this something that you knew when you were dating her?
No,
You're
it,
like,
it took me a while to figure it out.
is there something in your mind that's like, this is the kind of girl that's going to take over my bed one day?
No, it was a slow, insidious takeover.
Slow and insidious. Do you like being described as slow and insidious here? Gee.
I sleep a lot.
Peter, the romance buddy.
Yes.
It's yikes.
Creeps.
Okay, now
Well,
let's...
we might add that we do sleep on his bunk bed, so.
Yes. For storage purposes.
You sleep on a bunk bed.
It's comfy. Got like 3
who's
mattresses.
got top?
Yeah, exactly.
Storage.
Wow. So it's not like a Tom Hanks relationship.
no.
I want to take you to bed. All right, I got top bunk.
No,
Only when I'm mad.
it's for when her friends and they get to come over.
Oh my God. All
My
right.
friends don't even come over.
Well, especially after they smell his farts and know that they're not there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get the divider wall back up, guys, and get ready for our next question. This is for both of our spouses. And our first ever Akaku Newlywed game. Here we go. Fill in the blank, guys. My driving may be bad.
Oh, no.
My driving may be bad, but their driving is blank. My driving may be bad, but their driving is blank. Now, I notice Dana is writing feverishly while Peter is a little stuck here on an answer. Come on, Peter, think.
I think we get into this fight every morning.
Really? Oh, okay.
I don't know if this is even going to make sense, but
All right. Well, my driving may be bad, but their driving is blank. Yeah. I like he's no asking the referee for help. Even when it comes to grammar, okay? Yeah. Tree is a technical director and one of the members of the educational department. His education is not grammar and spelling, okay?
Okay, I got mine.
yeah.
All right. Make it like a tweet, guys. Less than
I got it,
140
I got it.
characters. All right. Flip it over, Peter. Flip it over. Tree, let's have you remove the wall. All right. Let's go to Dana as our first answering. Here we go. When you're ready, flip over your card and show it to the camera. My driving may be bad, but their driving is...
They drive in the bike lane.
Wow. Peter, you drive in the bike lane?
those dots are on the dots are on the road for a reason, right?
Look, I own a
Hey.
scooter. I ride in the bike lane, so I should worry about when we're leaving the work at the same time, huh?
That's why I got a big brush guard on my truck. That's all.
So we could use this show if I show up missing
come
as
on.
well. Okay, all right. So now, Peter, it is on to you. Ready? Are you going to flip over the card? My driving may be bad, but their driving is...
Hers is suicidal rage.
Suicidal rage. Where do you get suicidal rage from?
Because she often drives like she really doesn't care if she crashes, with a handful of rage in there.
A handful. What
Yeah,
would
not
you do?
not a pinch.
Not a pinch. Dana, would you describe yourself as a rage driver?
Depends what's on the radio.
Oh, look, this station, I'm going to promise you, is not monitored by the MPD, Dana. They're not going to come back and reopen
No, it's
investigation.
true, though, because after Ikaika Beamer was on the show last week,
Yeah,
I put a CD in my car, and it's been a
it
lot
helped.
better.
It did help
Wow.
significantly.
So, Ikaika Beamer,
So
making
call out.
Maui roads safer.
Yes.
It's a public service.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Ikaika Beamer. Just God bless you, Ikaika Beamer.
Yes.
All right, we got time for a couple of quick ones before the break. So if we could, Treat, could you put up the dividing wall again? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a question for both spouses. When it came to your first date,
Oh, God.
when it came to your first date, you walked away thinking blank about your date together, your first date together. What was the one thing that you thought about when that date was over? I noticed that Peter is going ahead and starting writing a novel. Meanwhile, Dana, Dana is drawing a blank here. Dana, is it that hard to think about?
I'm trying to think of the first date.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
No, because we went on lunch dates. Because we worked together.
Oh, okay. So this.
So, I'm trying to think of what would qualify for the first date.
What would qualify for the first date? If you're having that much of a problem memorizing it, there might be a problem in this marriage. Okay.
Definitely walking home after that.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Peter's already filled his out. Dana, do you have an answer?
Hold on.
What was?
Just
I'm being recommended to change my answer.
change that answer.
No, don't let him change that answer. Lou, if you're watching in the control room,
Jesus.
be prepared for our engineering and construction work budget to go up big time today.
Man.
Yeah. All right. But Dana, what did you think about Peter after the first
Jesus.
date? Go ahead, take a moment to. She is thinking so hard about this
I
tree.
can't think of anything.
Oh, come on. It can't be. You thought he was Beavis as a cartoon character.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
All right. Dana, do you have an answer?
You really should
She's
change
thinking
gonna be
so
awesome.
hard about this. Peter, I'm just going to warn you that after this show, when you turn up dead, I'll send
I'm
flowers.
sorry. I just have to. It's
Okay.
too easy.
All right. Now they are furiously finishing out their answers. By the way, this is going to be the first ever Akaku broadcast that's going to result in a homicide investigation. I'm just going to throw that out there. So maybe
At least
perhaps
the missing persons.
at least a missing persons. Okay. All right. So they're filling out their answers. Dana is in the final bit.
Really? Are we done with the paragraph?
Yes, we're done with the paragraph. Okay. Tree, remove the border, please, and hide your answers, contestants. Now, when it came to your first date, we're going to let Peter answer this one as the first one. When it came to your first date, Peter, what did you leave the date thinking? Go.
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag. Wow, at the confidence.
Sorry.
You were just like, I got this.
Until he saw the car sitting in my garage.
Yeah. That changed everything.
Wow, you saw the car in the garage?
He saw the car in my garage.
The fastback in the garage.
Oh, so it was the car that sealed the deal.
No, that's what shook my confidence.
Oh.
That I wasn't up to par. And I'm still probably not, but still.
That's okay.
I'm skating along.
This show is just skating along in a way. All right. So, Dana, it is now your chance. Flip over your card, please. When it came to the first date, this is what you thought leaving the date. This better work because I have to see him at work every day now.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Was there ever any worry about this just blowing up in your face? Because,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
well, I mean, honestly, look at the guy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unstable things here at Akaku. Most of them can be traced back to Peter.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. So
But it worked.
it worked
It
great.
worked out.
Yeah. So how long were you guys dating before you decided, okay, let's just have a workplace marriage?
I don't know.
I don't know.
2.5 years?
2.5
Really?
years.
2 years.
I guess so.
Yeah.
How is it living with a man with Alzheimer's?
Because it was 2011 to
Yeah.
2013. So 2 years.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Tree has
Bye,
got to
Tree.
leave. Oh, goodbye,
you, Tree.
Tree.
So 2
Oh,
years.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We will make do without Tree today. But
2
I got to
years.
say, big thank you
That
to
was-
Steve
That was
Lutzik.
pretty fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, Steve.
Tree's a
thanks.
man.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, before we go to the break here in just about a minute and 15 seconds, I'm going to give you one thing to consider when we coming back. I have
right,
two
cool.
more questions for the spouses, so both husband and wife will get questions. And also, if people want to join in and ask their own questions, they can at 877-6363. We'll let somebody, you just call in randomly and ask a question.
Awesome.
All right? Yeah. So, 877-6363. We got to take a quick break, but when we come back, more of the first ever Akaku Newlywed game with our helpless victims. That would be Peter. And, of course, Dana, who helps produce this show. So, oh, and by the way, I am not letting you guys put this on your time card.
Yeah. God damn it.
All right. But we'll come back in just a second. And, well, Well, we'll do more of the Newlywed Game. Remember, if you would like to get in on the action, you can do that at 88.5 FM and Akaku Channel 55. We're live right now, 877-6363. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
I'll bring mine way down.
Remind me tomorrow, I want to level this.
Yeah.
Because they're not equally.
Okay.
And he's going to fix your...
Well, I'm going to try. I don't think I can in the minute, 2 minutes.
You don't have keynote at all today, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Might be related to something.
So how the hell did you fuck this up?
I don't know.
I don't know. Fucking unreal.
Well, it's all 4:3 aspect ratio instead of 16:9.
What do you mean it's 4:3 aspect ratio?
Look at the monitors here.
Don't look at the monitors there.
It's coming out 4:3 because it's letterboxed.
I know.
Well, it's got to come out 16:9.
I know. How did it get changed is my question.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, it was perfectly fine all last week. And you're not getting downstream key? You plugged into the right output?
Well, we got an issue with the format that it's sending out.
Formats don't match each other. So the
What
key-
format is it sending out?
It's sending out 4:3. That's what I'm
Why is it
saying.
sending out 4:3?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Don't forget your timer.
It's not going to be in there. It's cross.
How long was this
I
break? 3
know,
minutes?
Zoo. I'm searching.
Or 2?
To the main menu.
2 minutes? Oh, okay.
Back to the main menu.
Actually, we should be coming back. Yeah. All right. Yeah, now we're back on the show. Oh, God. If you cannot tell, we are live on 88.5 FM as well as Akaku Channel 55. And here, this is one of those behind-the-scene moments that I am, like, really happy to bring up. Whenever you see credits on a show, you see names with people on them, and you always wonder what those people do. And then you get the... Yeah, this is what they do. So when we list people like Tree, who is Steve Luxick, who's down here in the front, as the technical and engineering of the show, this is the kind of stuff that he does. He comes in, troubleshoots equipment, even when it's live on the air, because Tree does this kind of stuff for us every day. He is the technical engineer of the show, so if you've ever wanted to know what a technical engineer does, they make sure that all the tech... Not anymore. But you can also thank the guy that's standing behind him, Lou DiLiberto. You can see him on the screen as well. Lou is the guy that, when it comes to the hardcore wiring and things like that, it's been the one that's like basically helped us build this whole studio for the new live show here. And we actually have a name for this place. It's Studio B. Yay, yes. Studio B. Yeah. So... While we take a second to mop up all this craziness, before we get back to the craziness that was our Newlywed Game, the first ever one here on Akaku. Yeah. Are you guys ready now the break's over? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Peter's adjusting his microphone, trying to get everything perfect, because when it comes to programming on television, you will find no higher quality than Akaku.
Oh, yeah.
No. And that's what I say, and that's the lie that I use in
I'm
court.
sticking to it.
Yes, exactly. Jay April could be watching this show right now. Jay.
I hope so.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Let's get in back to our Newlywed Game before the. Oh yeah, yeah. And are you guys having fun so far?
Yeah, I think so.
Has anybody learned anything?
No.
Yeah.
I haven't learned anything.
Oh, whoa, whoa. What have you learned, Peter?
No, just reinforcing everything that I know about her.
Ow.
Yeah, that's not nice.
I know. Wow, Peter.
He was worried about me being
She's
mean.
wonderful.
You know, and I seriously, I thought before this show that we were just going to have to take the teeth marks off of poor Peter, but geez. I see who the true succubus in this relationship is. Okay. All right. Let's get back to now. And guys, I got to ask that you hide your answers because Steven Ludzik, our technical engineer guy, had to take off. Okay. So here we go, guys. Next question is for both couple. Well, both couples. See, this is what happens when you get old, kids. You get double vision, and all of a sudden, it's not one hetero marriage; it's two same-sex marriage. All right, here we go. Here's the question for our couple, and remember, try to hide your answers from each other. Which of the following breakfast cereals would you say describes your spouse the best? Which breakfast cereal would you say describes your spouse the best? Okay. And now here's the question. Here's the options if you want to: Fruit Loops, Sugar Smacks, Lucky Charms, or Grape Nuts. But if you have another cereal, you can write it down. Okay. So, which of the following breakfast cereals would you say describes your spouse? Fruit Loops, Sugar Smacks, Lucky Charms, or Grape Nuts, or other? Okay, now they're filling out their answers, and when you're done, just go ahead and flip over your card, and we'll know that you're ready for the next round. Remember, if you'd like to join the show, you can at 877-6363. Both of our contestants are ready with their cards, and we will start off on my right. Dana, which of the following breakfast cereals would you say describes your spouse? Fruit Loops, Sugar Smacks, Lucky Charms, or Grape Nuts?
Well, we're not really a cereal couple. We don't really eat cereal in the house, so I just said he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Wow. So, Peter, how long have you been into dark?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Why would you say Cocoa Puffs, though? I mean, is he really that cuckoo? Well, you're just semi-impressive.
Yes.
All right. So, Peter, your answer, please, for the camera.
I said Grape Nuts because she's sometimes hard to swallow, but deep down inside, she's good for you. You like that?
I think after this show, you're going to be kind of hard to swallow, too. That's all I'm going to say. All right.
How mean are you?
That's not mean.
No, I'm going to go ahead and say that this...
Grape Nuts is good for you, right? Remember, that's one of the healthiest?
Well, yeah, because it makes you poo.
Wow.
Well, maybe because of the whole scentless fart thing, she thinks you need some fiber. Oh, my God.
Great.
Dana, you just are not getting any love in this game today, are
I
you?
am not.
No love.
Jeez.
And he was worried about me. You're like, don't be mean. Don't help me.
No,
Don't be mean to me. Don't say things I don't want people
Don't
to
be
know.
mean. Yeah.
See what happens? See what happens, kids? Okay. All right, let's move on to our next question. This one is exclusively for, shall I say, Dana. Okay? Dana, here's your question. When it comes time to brag about my husband, most people don't know he's a great blank. When it comes time to brag on my husband, most people don't know that he is a great blank. Okay? Go ahead and fill in the blank. And then, Peter, while we're waiting here, you can go ahead and formulate in your head a guess that you think what it is that your wife thinks that you do great. I like how he is so worried right now. Like, there is not a thing in the world that you're about to brag on. And let's just be honest. I thought that at this point you would be writing more, but there is not a lot of writing happening on that side, Peter. I don't know how to tell you this, but as a husband, not
you are
that
not
impressive.
A good person. No.
Wow.
People don't like you.
Yeah. Okay, so Dana's got her answer ready. Here we go. Dana, let's go with it. When it comes time to brag about my husband, most people don't know he's a great
Homemaker.
homemaker.
He does all the laundry and the dishes and the cooking and the cleaning.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to say cooking, so yeah.
I did
Little
not
bit.
know this. This is kind of a new thing because
Yeah.
when it comes to my house, I am kitchen stupid.
I'm kitchen stupid and
I will burn water.
I burn water.
I let my wife do all the cooking because I know that's the only way we will
Oh yeah,
live.
we watched that show. It was great. You should leave the cooking to her.
Yeah, and obviously with great results. Okay.
But people are always surprised because they don't know that side of him. So when I tell them that, they're like, "What?"
Well, they're thinking that he's cooking like Walt White,
Well,
and you know.
I'm not a good cook, but I do cook. There's a difference.
He made curry for us the other night. It was really fucking good. I mean, good.
Really good. Ow. All right. All right, here we go. Next question in line is, this one is just for Peter. Peter, we're going to have to... Peter, the one thing I wish I could eliminate from my honey-do list is blank. The one thing that I wish I could eliminate from my honey-do list is blank.
Do I have to take a guess what that was?
Well, yeah, you could take a guess at it.
So something she's always telling me to do.
Yeah, something she's always telling you to do.
Oh, my God.
And obviously it's not to do anything with the kitchen because we know you got that covered. So something that she's always telling you to do that you wish you didn't have to do anymore. And don't say the weird stuff.
Yeah, don't leave the weird stuff alone.
Yeah, come on. The whole reason she got married to you was you do the weird stuff. Okay? So, Peter, write down your answer. The one thing I wish I could eliminate from my honey-do list is, and you've got it ready, let's hold it up to the camera, is blank. Pick up laundry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
starting to realize, Dana, you might be the slob of this relationship.
No.
Until you see the trail of socks.
Pick up my own laundry. She yells at me for putting my laundry on the ground.
Okay, so let me get this straight. The one thing I wish I could do less of is clean up after myself.
Yes.
Isn't that kind of like saying the one thing that I never want to do is anything at home, you do it all? Wow.
Specifically picking up laundry. Yes.
You have got to be one of the lazier husbands we've ever had on this show. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
All right, this question is for both people. Both people are ready for this one. Let's gear up for it. Remember, this is the Newlywed game, the Akaku edition on Channel 55 and 88.5 FM. By the way, if you'd like to see you and your spouse on our game, you can do that.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. Just email me, Shaggy, at akaku.org or live at akaku.org, and let us know, you and your wife, how long you've been married, and who knows, maybe sometime in the near future, we'll have you on the show, okay? Now, our next question going out to both spouses, no cheating, no peeking. When it comes time for us to decide we're going to get married, who wanted to get married first? In your opinion, when it came time to go from dating to marriage, wanted to get married first? I'll give you a couple of seconds here to fill it out. I know Dana over there writing an essay as we speak. Probably a big backstory on this as we want. All right, Peter's got his answer ready.
Come on,
and here we go. And I'm going to let Dana answer first. Dana, when it came time to get married, who wanted to get married first?
He did.
He did? Whoa.
He jumped the proposal by 6 months. My dad was mad.
Oh, what do you mean jump the proposal?
He told my dad he wouldn't propose till the end of summer, and he did it as soon as they left.
Yep.
Wow. Why did you do that, Peter? Were you afraid that they were going to say no? I mean, you know, there's like, well, they think I look like Beavis. There's the whole bad driving thing. Wow. Okay. Well, Peter, when it came time to get married, who do you think?
I was saying her because she was always talking about it, kind of hinting.
Dana, did you nag him
hoping
into marriage?
and wishing.
What?
Did you nag him into marriage?
He gave me a promise ring.
But
I said I wouldn't plan a wedding until he actually proposed, and I thought it was just a cop-out.
How very Disney Channel of you, Peter.
It was horrible.
What, the engagement was horrible?
I don't know, some part of all that. It was painful, but no, it all worked out, and it was great.
Join us next week on Akaku as we present the first ever divorce court live here from Studio
Divorce
B.
court hearings, yes.
Yes. Well, we're not called halfway to Hell Plaza for nothing, kids, okay? Wow.
No.
I can't get over this fact that you think it was him and he thinks it was you. This is going to cause a fight, isn't it?
Behind closed doors, he's always saying it was him.
Wow. Okay.
She was definitely more excited about it.
Oh, yeah, excited.
Well,
there's not a lot for guys to do at a marriage. You know that, right? Show up, be sober, say I do.
He wasn't sober. He was passed underneath the keg.
what? By midnight, yeah.
By midnight, yeah. And unless the ceremony was at 11:59:59.
No, we planned it really well.
Really? You planned your wedding by how intoxicated you would be?
Well, no, we purposely didn't tap the keg.
She's saying yes.
So it was good.
Okay. All right. Well, this one's another one for both people. Ready? During the engagement. Oh, no. You're going to love this. During the engagement, blank went fine, but I really could have lived without blank happening. When it came time for the engagement, blank was fine, but I really could have lived without blank happening. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, when it comes to engagements, especially when you're doing the wedding planning and stuff yourself, everything that happens wrong is a bad thing. So really shady things that happen? Yeah, no, shady. All right, now here it goes. Ready? Let's see. Can you fill in the blanks? By the way, after this show, I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, God, budget department, look out. Dana, killing it. All right, so here we go. When it came time for wedding, when it came to the engagement, blank was fine, but I really could have lived without blank happening. Okay? Go ahead, and we see Dana is filling out something. Peter, pensive Peter, deep in thought Peter. Wow, I can almost hear a pin drop in the empty crevice that is his skull right now. Come on, Peter, think about it. Peter, you got to remember, you're carrying this show for guys.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So if you fail, men on Maui County General fail. Wow, Dana is already done with her answer. Peter is filling them out. Okay, he's going. He is writing as feverishly as possible. This is like an SAT class. He's writing on his leg, trying to cheat the answers that he wrote on his hand before the show happened. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to let Peter answer first. When it came to the engagement, blank was fine, but I really could have lived without blank happening.
Planning the wedding was fine. I really could go without paying for the wedding.
How much did it end up actually costing?
Big money.
The whole thing was 8.
The whole thing was 8?
Yeah.
I do not feel so bad now that I came in at 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it was amazing.
My parents threw in 3.
No.
It was over the top, but it was really fun.
So you loved the planning it, you hated the paying for it.
Yeah.
It was
Okay. All right. Now, Dana, it's time for your answers. Now, when it came to the engagement, blank was fine,
planning it was fine, but I could have done without his mom.
Yeah.
Really? What was up with his mom?
Man, painful.
Peter, you're describing your mother as painful?
Oh my God. It was
Okay.
bad.
Well, what about it was so bad though?
Just every
school.
decision along the way was
She's old school.
second
so
guessed and
her idea
naysayed.
of tradition is.
And then,
Years
see,
ago.
that is a big problem when you are planning, and this is something that newlyweds and people that are engaged that are watching the show need to consider. When it comes time to doing the wedding, between you and your spouse, everything is great. As soon as the family gets involved,
Absolutely.
run for the hills.
My family was wonderful.
Yeah, no, her family was great.
My family was great, too. They showed up 4 days before the wedding, had no opinion whatsoever, were too jet-lagged to even argue about anything,
Nice.
and were gone the day after.
Wow.
My parents
Lucky.
were like, "Here's $3,000. Do what you want to do."
But Peter's mom was like,
No, she just
She's
babysitting us the whole
old
time.
school, so
Yeah.
she wanted things a particular way, and I'm like, we're not in the 1940s anymore.
okay.
Yeah.
So what was it about the 1940s that she wanted to do? Was there a bombing raid during the middle of some
No,
sort of air
apparently
drill?
people opened presents at the reception in the 1940s.
People open. I don't open gifts at the reception. I thought it was rude.
It is rude, but it's old school. If you go back
She
to
wanted us
wedding
to do that.
traditions,
There's several issues
People
that
used
we
to
had
do
to
this.
work through.
Really? Because
People
you know
used
the
to do
modern
this.
thing is that you collect at the
Yeah.
reception, but nobody touches those until you're
Exactly.
home alone.
And that's I guess fairly new, but apparently if you go back in wedding crap, people actually did this.
Okay. All right. Well, glad to know that
There was just one
your
of-
wife thinks your mom's ideas are crap.
Wow.
I like how he's not even disagreeing. All right, so this next
means
one,
well.
yeah, this next one is just for Peter. So Peter, get ready for it.
Oh no.
All right, Peter is going to love this question. Dana, you might like it too.
Oh no.
All right, here we go.
What thing?
Peter, out of all the candies in the world, what candy would you say describes your first kiss with your wife?
Wow.
It's like, dude, mind? Pow, blown, man. All right, now think about it. When it came time for you to have your first kiss, What candy would you say described your first kiss with your wife? All right, go ahead and write it down. He takes the time to look at her during the segment to be like, I don't know, do I really feel like sleeping on the couch tonight? Or, don't worry about this. None of this stuff is admissible in court, by the way, okay? So this is not going to come up during the divorce proceedings. That surely will be happening if he answers this question wrong. Peter, when it came time to describe your first kiss with your wife, what candy would you say best describes your first kiss? And you got an answer? You got an answer? Okay, all right. Ready? Let's hold it up for the camera. White rabbit.
It's a Asian candy. Right?
Yeah.
It's like that rice candy.
Yes, because looking at your wife, I totally see Asian.
Has the little white rice wrapper and stuff around it. Mainly because it was kind of confusing when I first had a white rabbit. I didn't know what that was until someone told me you could eat that. Our first
So that
kisses.
describes your marriage. It was confusing until somebody told you could.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to have such a family-friendly show here. God. All right. White rabbit, of all things.
It's better than milk duds, I guess.
Yeah, well,
Well, she doesn't like chocolate. I was going to say the atomic warheads.
The atomic warhead. Well, okay, same question for Dana. Dana, if you had to describe your first kiss in a candy, what would you say, Peter? What candy was Peter on the first kiss?
A sweet tart.
A sweet tart.
Yep.
Aww. Aww, that's so cute. All right. Now, this question is exclusively for Dana this time. So, Dana, get ready to fill in the blank here. Well, actually, it's not a fill in the blank. This is a straight-ahead question. Peter got candy because we know what happens with Peter and alcohol. But what adult beverage describes your husband best?
Oh, man.
What adult beverage describes your husband best? There's some worry on your face there, Peter.
Let's just say I never worry about him going to bars.
Well, no. I'm not saying if he went to a bar. I'm saying if he was served at a bar, what adult beverage would best describe Peter?
Are you putting up some fruity drink?
Well, write one down, you know?
Okay, well,
She's thinking, Peter. This could be dangerous.
I don't know a lot of alcohol. I drink beer.
Yeah. Her mom, the bartender. She doesn't know drinks.
Wow, your mom's a bartender? No wonder you liked your mom better than his mom. You
That
know?
was fun.
His mom was trying to put you in like a garter belt or something. you know?
Put her in
All kinds of
detention.
crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
All right, so when it comes time to describe your husband, what adult beverage would you say your husband is most like?
Probably a volcano.
A volcano? Really?
Like a lava flow, I'm thinking.
A lava flow. And you said because it's fruity. Oh, my God. Peter, hold that up for the camera. Hold that one up for the camera right there. Peter answered lava flow. Ladies and gentlemen,
Bingo.
yay! I think that makes only the second point that's been
Yeah.
scored on this show.
So that means we win, right?
Yeah.
This is a pass-fail thing, right?
Yeah. No. Because right now I want to go ahead and tell you we've made several failures on today's broadcast, all right? As a matter of fact, we had a board meeting today. Tomorrow we're going to have a board meeting to dissolve this show after today. Oh, God. All right, now this question goes for both of our married couples in the first ever Akaku Newlywed Game.
Oh, dear.
Are you ready? The question is, and this one is just an answer it as you see fit. What's the stupidest thing your spouse has ever done in the time that you have known them? Okay, there's the question.
Yeah.
Wow, Dana, that face just says it
Seriously.
all. Dana, jeez. Peter, I don't know how to say this, but buddy, you've
Oh,
made
yeah.
some mistakes. You've...
She just can't think of anything, that's all.
That's
She's
it.
just perplexed.
Yeah.
I'm
You have been so
prioritizing.
intelligent. Okay.
Can't think of anything.
I'm prioritizing.
Yes. What is the stupidest thing, if you had to name just one, Dana, keep it down to one. If there is only one stupid thing, what would you say is the stupidest thing your spouse has ever done in the time that you have known them? Now, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, if you're not watching on Channel 55 Akaku, I will describe it for you here on Keaku 88.5. Peter, blushing, leaning pensively over his piece of paper, Sharpie in hand, is determining whether or not his answer can save his marriage. Dana, on the meantime, abandoning all hope, Dana has started feverishly writing a long explanation of the path of stupidity that her husband has taken thus far in their common life together.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder of the audience, the question was, what would you say is the stupidest thing your spouse has ever done? Peter. God, pessimistic Peter, staring at his feet.
You can't think of one thing.
You can't think of one thing.
Not
I mean,
the biggest
besides the
thing.
suicidal rage, driving, nothing.
I can. You're right.
Okay, all right. So let's go first to Dana. Dana, the stupidest thing that Peter has ever done in the time that you have known him is?
He left me alone at home with severe pneumonia for 5
Oh.
hours.
That's right. That was bad. Surfing. Out surfing. It was awesome.
Your house is like survival of the fittest, isn't it? If she would have, you're like, if you can't lick the pneumonia, you ain't no woman of mine.
Oh, shake it off. Walk it off. Walk it off.
Oh.
Here's some water. You'll be fine.
I'm thinking that after this segment, you know, Peter should have wrote his answer. My wife, the stupidest thing she ever done was
Yeah,
answered that question
yeah.
honestly. Okay?
I wasn't that honest, but it was in the top 5.
No, okay. All right. Now, here we go. We're coming down to the last set of questions because we've only got about 4 minutes left
Oh,
in
man,
the
let's get
show.
through this.
Here we go. The question is a fill-in-the-blank question for both husband and wife. Husband being Peter, wife being Dana. Fill in the blank, guys. The one thing I hate most about cleaning house is when I have to clean up my spouse's blank.
Oh, God.
The one thing that I hate most about cleaning house is when I have to clean up my spouse's blank. Go ahead and take the time to fill in the blank. Dana, you've got a confused look on the face. Obviously, it's because you don't do any cleaning around the house that you described earlier. But if you had to do cleaning, if there was a day, then you had to, like, stoop to that level of Peter cleaning. What would it be? Okay? Fill in the blank question is for our married couple, the first time ever on Akaku's Newlywed Game. The one thing I hate most about cleaning house is when I have to clean up my, and we will let Dana answer first. Fill in the blank. What's the one thing you hate most about cleaning up from your spouse?
His trail of clothes.
Yep.
Trail of clothes. Peter, when you come home, do you just strip naked at the
I
living room?
try to.
Really?
It's yeah. It's a.
Now, I've heard of this, and I'm not one of those guys. I can stay fully
It's a
clothed.
disorder.
Yeah, I can stay fully clothed in bed, actually, to the annoyance of my wife. But it's a white person thing. You know, only white people do that.
Yeah.
But you just start at the door, and then somewhere around the hallway
Yeah.
end up naked.
Oh, it pretty much just starts and ends right at the door. Yeah.
All right. Wow. There we go.
Sorry, neighbors.
Yeah. They enjoy it.
So if you are neighbors to Peter and Dana, and just some words of advice tonight, close your blinds. Okay. Guys, we got like 1 minute left for this question. And this question will be our final question of the first ever Akaku's Newlywed Game. Here we go. Our marriage would be perfect if we could just agree on blank. Our marriage would just be perfect if we could just agree on blank. Take the time, think it over, fill in the blanks. Peter's tapping his fingers, wondering whether or not this game is going to lead to anything productive. In his head, recounting how it was that sometime around 3 p.m. today he got
roped
suckered
into
into
this.
doing this show. Our marriage would be perfect if blank. All right, guys, here we go. Final answers time. Peter, are you ready? Peter is still. Wow, Peter, would you
Yeah.
say that you have a good marriage at this point?
Yes.
He's like questioning. You notice how that went up in the.
Hopefully.
Yes. Maybe. Okay. All right. So, Peter, what is it? What you got for us, buddy?
If we're perfectly financially balanced.
Perfectly
If we agreed,
financial.
if we could agree on spending.
Can I just say what a wussy answer
Yes,
that
I
is?
know.
Okay, there's no initiative in that. All right. So Dana, now it comes time for you. Our marriage would be perfect if we could just agree on.
What to do in our pastime together.
Really? You have no idea what to do with each other?
Well, it's not that. Our hobbies are like this.
Yeah. Because, if you need advice on what to do with each other as a married couple,
Oh, no.
there's a couple of websites out there that can help you.
No,
Yeah.
it's our hobbies don't coincide in any way.
Oh, well. I got to say, big thank you for you two coming on to the show today, Peter. Thank
was
you.
fun. Thank you, Shaggy.
Dana, thank you. Remember, if you want to be a guest on the show, you got to hit up Dana, because Dana is the producer of the show. So just hit her up at dana@akaku.org. All right. For everybody else watching the show, oh, by the way, anything that you guys want to say? Any goodbyes? You got like...
Keep an eye on our Facebook page. We have classes coming up. Website. It's brand new.
And Dana is posting the shows from the live up to our website. And that website that could help your marital bliss, maybe, is akaku.org. Big thank you to Tree, Lou Diliberto, Sean, Michael, Sable, Dana, and Peter. Until next time, we got to go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here.